Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Thanks, Sid. Okay, Sid flew us here. We don't have an airship yet still, unfortunately. Alright, let's save our game before I manage to mess something up. How's that sound? Alright, we can finally go into town, vendor some of this shit, take a nap. Good times. Town's still a bit deserted ever since the bombing. Ever since the Blitz. You're like, you mean that terrible Jason Statham movie? I'm like, well, that too, yes. Okay, let's see. What are we selling? I wouldn't mind teaching Maria's Scourge, but I don't feel like leveling another elemental spell, so I'm not going to. She's not going to learn Sleep. She's not going to learn Stun. Thunder Tome could be useful to throw. Garlic? No, thank you. Garden times Gorlick is... Garden times Gorlick. Garlic times Gordon is about to leave our party. Alright, so we can sell our excess Berserk Scrolls. Potions. Damn, I've got the most shit in my inventory. We're going to have to take a good assessment of our inventory once we get done with this little section. No need to take a nap with Gordon in our party at the moment. No need to pay to heal him. Alright, what do you got to say now? The princess is safe, but the king is not well. Oh no. The king got even worse off. His ass cheek that got shot with an arrow finally started healing, but then he rolled over and nobody noticed that a ornery possum had snuck into the room. And when the king rolled over, his ass cheek was just exposed and the possum went and bit him. I told you it was an ornery possum, son. They do things like that. Blew up the dreadnought, dear you. I want to hear what that fucking piece of shit old man in here has to say now. Hey, look who's fucking not on fucking Discord all of a sudden. Look who's not been on Steam in 2 months. What you got to say? Blew up the dreadnought, dear you. I knew you had it in you. Listen to you changing your fucking narrative. I'm telling you. All right, how's the king? I'm just going to give him a slap on the back, share a few laughs. Gordon Minwu Furion, I have a favor to ask. Well, sure thing. Do you want me to go to the store and get you some Little Debbie cakes or Lance crack? Let's see. Oh no. These almost sound like final words. The Ultima spell? That sounds real powerful and like it would be a recurring element in Final Fantasy. Okay. Son, we get to head to Castle Deist? It's probably Deutsch. The home of the Dragoons. Are you telling me that Dragoons are now a thing in Final Fantasy? Starting with Final Fantasy 2? It's almost like Final Fantasy 2 had all kinds of good shit hidden in it that none of the kids knew about because they think it's terrible. Hell yeah. Oh no, even the Bleach mages had to move. They're so Dutch. We formed the Flying Ducks, or the Mighty Ducks Flying V. Boys, I hope you kids are mashing F in the chat. I think that's a thing you're supposed to say. Alright, I'm pretty sure that was Gordon being like, yeah, I'm going to stay here. The king's final words would I should sit here on this throne. And you crowd should cook and clean for me while I watch TV. It's what he would have wanted. Oh yeah. What you got to say now? Gordon's decided he gets to sit in that chair now. The Dragoons. What does that mean? They can speak the language of the Wyverns. What's a Wyvern? You've got to be Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 2. You're like, Dragoon. Wyvern. Ugh. Alright. So here's what the king told us all to do before he died. He told Gordon to come in here and sit and be a piece of shit, who we accidentally made a little bit stronger by having him in our party. He told Minwoo to go find where the Ultima scroll that teaches the Ultima spell is sealed and go unseal it. And then we need to go to Castle Dice, so we need to take a boat. I need to see what the old hateful man has to say about me taking a boat to Castle Dice or Dice or what have you. He's like, try not to fuck around, idiot. Okay, now he's just giving me good advice. Well, I guess I can't be mad at him anymore. He's just being polite and courteous. It's the worst thing he could do. Oh no, he's getting his revenge through better living. I'll be so powerful by the end of the game. That's how I'll get my revenge. 286 skill. A good thing I'm just fit to burst with cash money and hoes. Well, not yet. Wait till we get our next party member. Okay, how are we going to do this with our inventory? First of all, I want to hear the world map music while I'm doing this. Let's save before we fuck everything up again. Alright, how's everybody equipped these days? Still want Thief's Gloves on everyone. I still want you to keep leveling Spear and Sword skill. Shield skill is nice, but eventually we'll get a sword. Well, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If Furion starts getting his ass beat too much, he can put a shield on. Okay, Maria. Everything's pretty much peachy. Do we want to keep the wear? Now, the dagger she has will also raise her evasion and will give her less of a magic penalty. The only time we're worried about that now is when she's trying to berserk party members. So basically for boss fights. So as long as she has an empty inventory space, don't forget she's walking around with this high potion. But as long as she has an empty inventory space to take the shield off. Actually, I know what we're going to do with that dagger. And it's coming up real soon. Just hold a Scourge Tome for now. And if we come up against something that's super weak to Scourge, she can just Scourge the shit out of them, son. Scourge of the Seven Seas is what they call Maria. I forgot Gus had that Cure Tome. That's a good thing. Do we want to take the Thief's Gloves off of Gus and just start having him punch even harder? It's real fucking tempting, boys. Oh no, wait, that's right. He has the Giant's Helm. I forgot he's getting the best of both worlds, son. Also, Gus's favorite two-parter in TNG. Alright, so let's move everything we're going to sell to the top. We don't need this Mithril Spear at the moment. Does he have a Mithril Sword already in his gear? I'm trying to remember. No, he has the Ancient Sword. Okay, well, for the time being, we'll hang on to that Mithril Sword. We shouldn't need the silver. I don't remember what our next party member has equipped, so I'm going to hang on to that just in case. Man, limited inventory space. I mean, it's not as bad as Final Fantasy 1, you have to admit. I believe Final Fantasy 3 introduces an item storage, and it may be in the form of a fat chocobo. They introduced chocobos in Final Fantasy 2. They're like, we gotta one-up them, son. Kids love them chocobos. What's next? I'm like, fat chocobos? And the boss just sits there for like 10 fucking seconds, unblinking, staring at you. And then, of course, he's like, I fucking love it. Double hire this man. Tenure. Now, why does I know why the snowcraft needs to be there in case I want to walk over the snow again. But the Goddess Spell and the Eagle's Torch and the Sun Fire, I don't believe I can do anything else with them plot-wise. But they have to live in my inventory. It's just the way the game, like, becomes more difficult as you progress, I suppose. I'm trying to decide if I just want to sell that Mithril Sword. I mean, we're going to find better swords later. It would only sell for a couple of hundred, so if I get desperate enough that I need to throw something away, it'll be nice to have an item. The next character, I'm not going to want to put this gold armor on, so there's no reason to carry that around either. Oh, I did want to buy some ethers and cottages and such. It's tough. That's the hardest part of FF2, is inventory management. It's secretly like Resident Evil 4. I'm telling you, I'm going to have you all sold on this game by the end. I'm like the teacher from Stand and Deliver, trying to teach you all calculus. I'm like, how do I reach these kids with Final Fantasy II? Let's all go to the beach and go swimming. Ether. I'm going to carry 2 ethers and a cottage. It's a lot of fucking money I just spent. I had to do it quick before Henry could react. Has Henry and Margaret been added to the Tenfey glossary on the Tenfey Discord? So that the newcomers will know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright. Do we need to grab any spell tomes for what's coming up? Maybe. At least a fire scroll. In fact, they're just useful in general. Fire. Cure. Okay, there we go. Just running around town, getting an eyeful. Ain't staying in this place in 100 years. Everybody's healed up. Yes, sir. It's almost time for the next chapter of our lives, if you can believe it. You're like, surely you can't top infiltrating and destroying the Dreadnought in some sort of stealth mission. There's just no way. Ambush. I figured they'd just run away. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Oh, I was going to run away too, but since they ambushed me, I'm mad, and I'm going to use it as an excuse to do a bit of ye old cancel select min-max. And can't do it for Gus while he's the bottom party member. Dead. Dead. Alright, so here in this town, where normally we would rent a boat to go hither and thither, we're going to see if we can't contract us some trustworthy pirate folk. Everyone knows sea folk are the most honest. Hey there. Layla. Son, I hope we're not putting on our knees anytime soon. Looking for a ride to Dice, are you? Be me lucky day, boys. I would be wanting a ride. Something's fishy. It's fine. Oh no, Firion, why? Okay, well this nice lady's going to be waiting outside the city to take us to Castle Dice for free. I told you there's such chivalry. Ask someone else. Damn, they made everybody real rude so that you would have to go with old Layla and beg her darling please probably at some point. Can't remember what magic this guy sells. Blink Protect Shell. I can't remember if we're coming. Next time we're going to be fighting some kind of magical monstrosity. I need to remember to bring shell books just in case Firion's shell casting is not quite up to snuff. I admit it's been known to happen. I kicked my auxiliary monitor. At least it weren't a microphone for once. There she is, boys. The crown of the sea. We're just a-sailing around having the best fucking time. I can't help but noticing a bunch of scurvy dogs instant transmissioning up onto the poop deck. Oh no! It turns out they brought us out to sea to rob us. Well, you look like a pack of fucks that I just would have no chance against, son. It's not like I fight horrific monsters and undead monstrosities all day, every day, for fun. I figured I'd give them a little sneaky blizzard charge. Oh yeah, don't forget we need to be berserking. We've reached the point in Maria's magic career where she needs to always be a berserkin. That's what they told the guy that wrote Berserk in his final days. They're like, you need to always be berserkin, son. And Gus will clear up the rest with the old mage staff. You crowd might have chose poorly is the one I'm trying to get across. Basically, this is a callback to Final Fantasy 1, if you think about it. Going to Provoca, fighting them, the Bicky's pirate crew, getting a free pirate ship. I wonder if this will have a similar outcome. Now, I thought for sure old Thunderstaff Gus would one-shot them. They must have like 20-something HP. How embarrassing. Alright, we'll give Gus one more chance to shake that mage staff around. Nothing happened. Even the pirates that are in the front row and can attack us might as well just say nothing happened. Alright, Gus, take them down. Huh. Okay. As long as you can kill the back two, you still retain your title of Thunderstaff Gus. Here he goes, boys. Huh. Well, maybe I should have given them a bit more credit for how much HP they have. I learned a valuable lesson about murdering pirates. Gus softened them up for us, obviously. Oops. It turns out we're accidentally the main characters and are some tough fucking hombres to be trying to rob on a boat. Hell yeah. I could use a crew of scurvy dogs to sacrifice, to help us take on the Empire. Layla joined the party, and the best part is that Layla's boat joined the party. So we've got our fucking boat, boys. We're on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at us. Straight floating on a boat with our boy Gus. Busting 5'9", wind whipping at my coat. You can't cancel select spell charges because I'm on a boat. Well, Layla's just in a battle with us now. I forgot to look at her inventory and critique it. I wonder why she's not at full HP. It's not like I fought her in the battle, is it? Interesting. We're fighting sea monsters now. Sea monsters normally hate lightning, but I think these fish are actually called bolt fish and absorb lightning just to spite you. Sakaguchi was like, you think you're so fucking smart with your JRPG conventions? Alright, anyway, the moral of the story is that Maria needs to always be berserking. And then you're going to thunder one of them, because the guys in the back shouldn't be thunder resistant. Get your blink charge. I believe she knows thunder. She's out on the seas. I guess it makes sense. She's a dagger lass with a bow. Dagger bow lass, I believe they call her. She has a book series, a young adult book series about her. That thing took like close to, it took like 260 something damage on the jaw and didn't care. Wow, really impressive. She's got like an Android 17 haircut. You can see like it draped over. Or Android 18. Or Trunks. Or like a bunch of other Akira Toriyama characters, I assume. Alright, well you should be able to finish that. You can thunder that. Gus will punch that fish. And I believe the two of them together can thunder a sea serpent to death. Girl power, son. It's the first time we've had another lady in the party. And she's the other color palette, too. I'm sure her and Maria will be good friends. Old fish puncher Gus, baby. Maria gained a thunder level. Good for her. Okay, well, Layla's got a very suspicious portrait. Okay, well, the reason I was buying these tomes was to teach Layla some more magic, just in case. Including Cure, of course. In fact, let's get her to get Asuna, we would have to go around to Bafsk. We have a boat. Motherfucker. Take a look at us, I believe I was singing about earlier. Get maybe a crowd down here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to use the main gauche with her, since she's a dagger lass. Maria is actually left-handed, once again. Oh, yeah, she's got this sweet fucking gold hairpin that I'm going to take. Continuing the tradition of your other party members handing you useful items. Ice shield would be useful. Let's see, how's everybody's shields? Who's got what? You've got an ice shield. When Furion uses a shield, he has a golden shield. The ice shield is better, I'm fairly certain. And just because she's like a pirate lady, and I know she'll appreciate it, we'll give you the golden shield. Either Furion or Maria is getting the gold hairpin. Now, it doesn't reduce spell cast, but it does defend you against certain elements, I believe. The ancient text would say, but I don't have the patience to deal with the ancient text right a second. Alright, she already had a silver armor on. She's holding a bow, not that we care. What could we give her instead? Thunder Scroll. And yeah, hold this here. Hellfire for us. Gordon kept it warm for you. Of course, it is a Hellfire, so it's not like it was very hard. Alright, next time we're in town, we're going to sell this. This. Oh yeah, we need to give her thief gloves. Those were her stats. Oh, does she have any? Does she actually have dagger skill? Yeah, she's got sword skill too. She did have a sword in her main hand, her left hand. Could make her a sword lass, but I'd rather give her that cool dagger. Have some thief gloves. Boom. Hell yeah. Everything's going swimmingly. It's a little nautical humor for you kids. Yo-ho-ho and such. I guess we could put this mithril helm on her to make up for the fact that we took her gold hairpin. It'll lower her evasion, probably, but who cares? She's the fourth party member who gives shit. Good fucking times with Layla. Okay, everything else, this can be sold. So any gear that we're going to hang on to, we're going to put down here. I'm going to sell one of these giant gauntlets. There's no reason to carry two of them around. I'm still going to hang on to the mithril sword. Put the cottage right here. Sort button would have been nice, Sakagechi. Y'all not think about that in the 80s? I'm sure they did, and I'm sure there's some actual technical reason why it would have been a big deal. But it's not going to stop me, future man, from complaining. I was alive when they were making this game. I was probably like 1 or 2, but I was there. I could sense it. The whole development period of Final Fantasy II, my mom was like, I don't understand why little Benjamin just won't stop crying. I'm trying to remember how easy it would be to sell to Basque. I'm trying to actually use this horrific thing to scroll around. Why couldn't we just get Final Fantasy 1's map? Why you got to try to impress everybody, Sakagechi? We know what globes are. Oh no, not one poor sea snake. I just noticed Maria has 69 MP, and I just felt it was important I point that out to y'all. It's a good thing. I think all of us together can just punch this thing to death and, you know, cut it with swords and such. You could tell I just assumed Gus is going to be the one that kills it, because I was like, yeah, we'll punch this thing to death. Everybody else is just getting it good and soft for Gus's hands, like clay. Maria ordered 169 with her HP. Now, these are a little bit honorier if you don't throw at least one thunder spell at them. Suppose we could have had old Thunderstaff Gus take care of him, now that I'm thinking about it. Then in a way, Gus would still be defeating the enemy with his hands, because he would be holding the Thunderstaff. Alright, there's Basque's right there, glowing like a jewel. Oh no, the Hell Divers. I don't know if they can, like, petrify you. Whenever you see birds like that in a Final Fantasy game, like the cockatrices in Final Fantasy 1. What a callback. You have to worry about them turning you to stone. 24 damage, Maria, sweetheart, honey. I mean, her dagger skill's a little bit lower. She has somewhat of an excuse. I keep not giving the enemies of the sea enough credit for how much HP they seem to have. Alright, let's mix things up. Everybody attack a different target this time than Gus. Just start sliding that mage staff around, boys. Layla should be getting HP up. Stamina up too. Wouldn't hurt. Just saying. Not trying to lead Sakaguchi, but I would love to see it. Look at that. I've been spoiled by Sakaguchi. Let's start leveling your cure spell up. You need to be able to cure people back off their knees once they're done begging you, darling, please, Layla. I wonder why my worried mind was so at ease now that she's joined the party. Are you kids familiar with Eric Clapton? It's his only song that I know. And it's mainly just the acoustic version. You're like, you mean the only version? There's another version of Layla that requires electricity and amplifiers. This looks like the kind of crowd we could turn 360 degrees and walk the fuck away from. Son, Yeti Jean is not my lover. How you crowd doing now that the Empire's going? Great job. Well, thank you. Thanks for blowing up the Dreadnought. Well, you're welcome. It's nice to get just a humble thank you. None of these make up for that one old man being so hateful, though, back at the Rebel base. They're not so scary. Yeah, they've just got legions of soldiers and monsters. But at least they don't have a big airship. I mean, at least they don't have a big airship. There's nothing to scoff at. Magic boy, gonna sell you the good shit. Whenever I need to pawn this good shit, I like to go to Magic Boy's Good Shit Emporium. Alright, Asuna. Let's get Maria Asuna, in case people are just poisoned. She's straying further from the path of the Black Mage. We're not going to min-max Maria's Asuna. Hers is there strictly for when somebody is just poisoned outside of battle. I think it'll cure darkness outside of battle as well at level 1. As always, it's a good thing. Don't really need any items this very second. 50 gil, dudes. We could actually go visit Mysidia a lot easier now that we have this boat. Although it was easy before, it was just tedious using the reset save technique, we'll call it. You're like, yeah, cheating, you mean? Should we bother getting yeah. Well, I want to say let's get Layla's MP up, but it depends on how often Furion can land that sap spell on her. So nah, on second thought, let's not worry about Layla's MP. Instead, let's all beat this whooping crane to death. Maria ran out front, boys. If a gangly neck bird is getting beat to death with a stick, Maria is first in line. Bunch of little goblins pissing me off. Alright, we're going to run. We're going to run. You're going to obliterate them with your thunder staff. And you're going to obliterate them with your thunder magic. Can't escape. Can't escape. Well, I guess the goblins can't either. Because here comes Layla. Obliterating them. Alright, cool. Where did I park my vote? Right here. So, we could go straight to Castle Diced. That's how I'm going to say it. I don't know if it's right, but that's how I like to say it. But, due to the open-ended nature of Final Fantasy II, we can actually visit a future location, get a key item we're going to need later, and get a hold of some good shit, because there's a secret vendor out here too, boys. Talk about spoiled. Hey, you crowd. Ambushed! Oh no, don't kill Layla. She's a scrappy water gal. Just like Misty from Pokemon. Okay, good. Attack. Always be berserking. Thunder, everybody. Gus is going to Thunder Staff everybody. And Layla will also... I wanted to get her a knife skill, but then I remember we can't min-max her. She took that burden from Gus of being the bottom party member. She's got agility too. Loves to go first, that Layla. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Oh no, poison. They be poison. Poison cease me. 1 minute you're strapping black mage lady. Snap, dead meat. You want one for your Gordon? I gave one to my Gordon last year. Alright, I think we have enough now that we can just kill everybody like this. No, maybe not. Maybe I was incredibly wrong. The monsters of the sea are real ornery when you think about it. Well, as always, we're getting the shit beat out of us in Final Fantasy 2, which means we're due some sweet fucking stat-ups at the end of this fight. If we survive, that is. Alright, tell you what. I want you to Asuna everybody. Maria's just going to make sure to obliterate one of them with Thunder. And then Gus and Layla will finish off the other one. It's a good plan. Yeah. She needs more dagger skill. I could put the giant's gloves on her to help her do more melee damage, I guess. Damn. You hate to see Asuna miss so many times. Is she going to die from poison damage before the battle ends? I guess we'll find out. She didn't. Is she going to get stat ups? Probably not. Virian got agility up, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guarantee. I mean, Maria was at 1 fucking HP. She would have gotten an HP up if I'm gonna follow the poison can't cure stat ups. Stat ups can't melt steel poison is the theory I'm working with right now. All right, let's see. I cured the one party member I just shouldn't have had to worry about. I would like to get Maria's cure spell leveled up for when she does need to use it in battle, so this is a good chance. So how you kids doing? Have you been enjoying the playthrough? I've been very, very worried that I wasn't going to be able to make Final Fantasy 2 on the NES, on the Famicom, entertaining enough for y'all. I haven't edited any of it yet, so when I go back to listen to it while I'm editing, hopefully I don't cringe too hard at myself. It's a thing that's been known to happen when I'm editing Tenfey videos. Just shake my head and say, why? Why, past Tenfey? Why? Alright, so we're going to a tropical island that's out here in the middle of the ocean. It's like 1 tile wide almost, maybe 2 tiles wide. Bunch of little fish pissing me off. Remember, they can't be bolted. They're too big Kung Fu Panda fans, son. If you put bolt on, they just throw a big fit. I don't believe they're weak to any elemental ability now that I'm thinking about it, so... we're just gonna have to beat them to death. Look at that teamwork. Well, at least they're not real, like, threatening. They just take a while. Just slowly whittle down. Alright, you should be able to finish that off. And hopefully Gus can one-punch that other fish. Miss? Layla, you just joined the party. I can't have you already disappoint me. Not after what Gordon put me through. Okay, I think Furion just did manage to take that thing down. My God. That was a fat hit too. I like it. Fat hits Gus. forget we can dash in the ocean. We're actually going to have to use this damn map. Okay, there it is, the little island. God, little remote islands like that are always so interesting in JRPGs and real life. Yeah, look at this little place. Like, if you were playing this game blind for the first time, you could, like, just stumble across it and be like, ooh, what's this? Alright. Can be a bit dangerous, but we can always warp out, and we do have a cottage with us, son. It's a cottage industry. Before we even step inside, though, I believe the ancient text should be summoned. The power. Oh, ancient text. How shall I get... ancient text. What the hell do you refer to this? What the hell do you refer to this area as? Black Mask Cave, of course. My favorite Samuel Jackson movie. Alright, the ancient text. Yeah, this place is like one of the more aggravating to navigate if you don't have ancient text handy. So it's another reason why I always recommend keeping them nearby. Gird your loins with ancient texts. Doorheads. They love Yu-Gi-Oh, boys. There's no getting around it. I think we can handle this pretty straightforward by the book. I honestly don't know how much HP these things have. I probably can't one-shot them, but we need to test the waters. Oh yeah, don't forget we were going to try slapping some Giant's gloves on that girl. I believe I kept one pair, didn't I? Alright, you hit Gus for 67 damage. Not too shabby. Well, at least we know Furion can very easily one-shot one of the lesser dual-heads. Okay, they got more than 168 HP. We've learned that through experimentation. They also hit a little bit harder. Huh. A lot of variation in your damage in this game. Alright, I believe that is the combination we need to get through this. Huh. I was genuinely consulting the ancient text, and I was like, why isn't the battle ended yet? This fucking crowd. A battle axe? Well, hot damn. Nobody uses axes, but it's always nice to find a free item like that. It always does your heart good. Alright, Layla, let's give you a try with some Giant's gloves. Boom. Maybe you won't go first every time now. Not that we were all jealous of your high agility or anything. Just saying. So there's like 2 paths through this place. One of them is to get the mandatory plot item. But the other one is to go to the secret vendor, I believe I mentioned earlier. You're like, I believe there was talk of a secret vendor. Is that correct? Is that still on? Do I have to listen to a presentation before I'm allowed to access the secret vendor? A secret vendor timeshare of sorts? There we go. Everybody's real healed. Damn, 2 fucking steps. That's harsh. Okay, you kill that. You kill that. And then the 2 of you kill that. It's guaranteed to work. I feel like we came close. And somehow that's more insulting than if we completely fail. Alright, so the dual dads, which are the purple dual heads, or the bluish dual heads, are undead, which means I can just cast fire spells at them. That's what the ancient text told me. That's what Ziggy said. Eye drops. Thank goodness. Alright, we gotta plan our optimal route through here. Because there's good shit, and then there's just shit. That's the problem. That's the problem with dealing with good shit, is you've sometimes got to cycle through the mediocre shit. Hey, little Mises. Can I run away from this crowd? It would be so nice. Yes. Stunner Jean is not my lover. Unfortunately, this version of the ancient text does not reveal the contents of each individual treasure box, so we'll just have to grab them all. Okay, you crowd did a real fine job, but we're just going to turn 360 degrees, get our ass out of here. Aren't you glad Furion has some agility now? Well, I guess running away from a fight is based on the individual character's agility. And only like your preemptive strike ambush qualities are based more on Furion's, right? Am I right? The wiki. The wiki, are you listening? Alright, this should be plenty to take this crowd down. Good and plenty. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you only learn one elemental spell, the most useful one in the game is fire. It feels like there's way more like undead and other fire weak enemies. I think there actually are, if you break it down. I can't stop getting battle axes. If we'd have kept Gus on his axe spec that he tried to do at the very beginning of the game, he'd be so spoiled. They're not bad if you're using axes, but I don't want to grind another weapon up, so we'll stick with what we're doing right now. I think it's working out for us. And don't forget to get her some points as well. And don't forget to always be berserking. Alright, well, we know that she can take a dead head down in one fire casting, so we ain't worried about that. I like that they put this. There we go. Some good shit. It was all worth it. Well, look, a big fucking pack of you, huh? That's how we're gonna do things today, huh? Oh, this is a good chance for everybody to use AoE. For everyone to have a good time. Not a Suna. That's already too powerful. Give him a blink. Even Gus could get in on the fire reaction for fun. And of course we taught her fire, don't forget. Miss. Nothing. You got out of bed this morning and a little box says nothing happened. You just go back to sleep. God, even with us all pitching in with AoE damage, might not be enough to take all them fucking dual dads down. No, it weren't. It twernt. Split damage is always rough in Final Fantasy, boys. I thought I would let that battle speak for itself for a little bit. Gus just building up that HP, boys. 9,999 is the limit. Whew. This is a genuine, drawn-out battle. Just a mace. I was gonna say there's no way that's more powerful than the Were Buster that Maria's packing. Yeah, definitely not. I think that's like the lowest level, right above the staff. I was just curious. I was just a bit curious. I ain't hurting nobody. Just wanted to see how an axe would look. Axe shopping. Remember Axe Cop? The kid that liked Axe Cop was based on his like imagination and playtimes. I wonder how old he is now. He's got to be in his teens. Alright, I don't remember what these are weak to. So let's cast fire. We'll just try a little bit of everything. Until we find out what they hate. You can cast Blizzard. My boy Gus can just bust out his Thunderstaff. And Maria can just melee for fun. Or Layla, excuse me. Yeah, ice doesn't seem to do much to them. They think ice is rather nice. How about fire? Not too much either. Could be thunder required for a red moose. I hate red mooses to pooses. It's technically a joke, and I'm technically going to chuckle at it. Oh, Lord help me. Crowd loves the poison around here. Okay, thunder seems to be something that they respect. So that's the route we're going to have to take. Thunder route. So in the interim, you Asuna everyone. Well, that's a waste of mana. There. You can also just kind of melee them. Although they have a lot of HP, so it would take a while. I was curious if Maria or Gus were going to go first. Intellect up, intellect down. Isn't that how it works? If that don't just sum up everything. Now, aren't we glad we learned that level 1 as soon? Talk about planning for the future. We're definitely going to have to make multiple trips into this place, though. It's very resource intensive. Like I said, I've never played this far in this version of Final Fantasy II, so it's definitely rougher than the Origins version that I'm used to. Spider Silk. That slows the enemies. It's a handy thing to have sometimes. Alright, I think that's all the treasures on this floor. The ancient texts will back us up on that. So let's actually warp out of here. Outside. Alright, how's everything holding up? Honestly, I wish I had brought another cottage. I'd be more keen to just keep delving into here. The only problem is if we wanted to go visit a town right now, oh god, it would take just as long. So we're actually above the snowfield. We've like looped around the world and gone south until we're in the north again. So Joseph's hometown is not that far away. Oh god, why is this map? Oh wait, I could speed this up. Woo! Emulator magic. So there's nothing. That's where Mysidia is over here. I do believe. Yeah, there it is right there. But it's on the other side of some damn mountain. Is that Mysidia? Am I thinking of the right place? What the hell? No, that's Palamecia. Whatever. We'll just go visit Salamand. It'll give us an excuse to just blow through all of our fucking MP on the way. And Gus can just get the dog shit beat out of him too. It's a good thing. He loves it. Don't let him tell you otherwise. In the meantime, we're going to make sure he gets cured of that shit. Thunder that boy. Thunder boy. He could have been a rival to like Water Boy and Pyro Boy. Those like skateboard brand mascots or whatever. From back in the day. I'm sure you kids know what I'm talking about. Tell you what, why don't we use Urasuna for once? Gus is on PSN, son, trying to figure out why nobody's played Call of Duty. Varian's like, boy, you gotta get you an Xbox, son. What are you doing? Oh no, they stepped on a little piece of land. Well, I'll be. What if the secret rarest and bestest enemy in the game was there? Some Final Fantasies have stuff like that. It's always a good thing, in my opinion. Dead. And a crit. Crit dead. Oh yeah, fish killing. Damn, once again, Gus got the dog shit slap. I guess when you get critted, your character jostles all about. I actually like that. If the Famicom/NES had had Rumble, I'm sure it would have hit right there. Son, Layla's got her sword skill up. How's everybody else's weapon skills going? We're slowly but surely getting there. Maria's up to 4 with her staff skill, and she's still got at least 1 level in bow for when we find some good bows later. Gus's hands are once still becoming powerful. Layla should be at level 3 with her dagger. I'm telling you, it's real satisfying watching your party grow in Final Fantasy II. If Rita Repulsa was to play any classic Final Fantasy, you know it would have to be 2, because she just loves to make her party grow. Thought we could use a fat cure thrown on us just this once. Low level. Oh, well, it's you. I was going to say low level enemies, but it's just one poor knight. God, remember way back at the beginning when these things were a threat? It's crazy. Revisiting low level areas in a Final Fantasy game really puts things into perspective. It's like Ibsen's castle in Final Fantasy IX. Which is like this weird... It reminds me of Symphony of the Night because it's this castle that's like... half of it's normal and half of it is like upside down. And your like weapon scaling is backwards there. So if you have the weapons your character started with, aka their like lowest level weapon, they do the best damage. And I think you could find a copy of everyone's starting weapon in there in case, you know, more than likely you've synthesized them into something else. I think that's where Amaranth has his like one story moment where he's like, I'm too cool to hang out with y'all. I'm going to go over here. And then you find him sitting down sad and he's like, I learned the value of friendship. I'm going to become a party member now. And I'm like, oh, that's nice, buddy. But you ain't never getting back in this main row. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you. I hate to be the one that had to break something like this to you. Selling some items that we found. I'm going to use those 2 high potions for fun. We're not going to use this, just sell it, Ben. Your inventory in FF2 to make more comparisons to Breath of the Wild. You're like, I have to keep all of these. Like this Scourge Scroll. Can you... I think you can buy these after you retake Fynn, the Kingdom of Fynn, spoilers. So, if I ever really need... Well, it only sells for 1,000. Damn it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We could go ahead and teach Layla life while we're here. I mean, It could come in handy if everybody else gets killed. We'd actually teach her to teleport spell in case she's the only party member alive, but I don't know if I want to invest another 1,500 gold in her. Boosh. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we're going to hang on to spider silk for a while. Let's hit up the item shop. Oh, you sell that? They sell elixirs, by the way, for 50G. So at the end of the game, that's like what you burn your excess money on. And they basically full restore your HP and MP, although in battle, a character can only use an item they're holding in their offhand and only on themselves. So, I mean, you can take them into boss fights if you're real desperate. Alright, I want at least one more cottage. Yeah, fuck it. There's when I go to spend my money, it's either gonna be on either's or either it ain't. Alright, now we are 2 cottage rich. I think we're finally ready to take on the tropical island. The island where nobody goes. I bet there ain't no burger stands, and I bet there ain't even any disco bands on that island where nobody goes. Okay. Whenever I think of Mike, Lou, and Og, I only ever remember the episode where Mike, I think that was the girl, the redheaded girl that came from like, I don't know. I always assumed she was from like New Jersey or something. But she went to that tropical island and she was like telling them about some candy she liked. And Og, being the brilliant inventor he was, found a way to recreate it, but they were like giant. It reminded me of the Jawbreakers from Ed, Edd and Eddy. And like the poor residents of that island who aren't used to like refined sugars and such got like addicted to them. Or at least that annoying girl did. Was she Lou? Princess Lou, I believe, or that's what she called herself. What an interesting show with a catchy theme song. Don't run away, Gus is going to obliterate you with thunder magic. The Goblin Slayer would be so disappointed we let one goblin get away to tell the other goblins about how cool we are. Hauling ass to my boat? No, nobody wants to deal with you. 360 degrees and the other direction. Booyah! Goblin Jean is not my lover. And look at that. We're so ready for hardy adventures. After we fuck up this sea serpent. God, I don't want to use any of Maria's MP until we get to the cave. But I also want to kill this fucking thing, and it needs to be killed with thunder magic. Ideally. What if we were to all melee it except Gus, and Gus were to in fact use his thunder stat? It probably wouldn't do more. I know it wouldn't do more damage, so he's just going to melee like he should have to start with. We'll just hope that he misses all of us and we don't lose any HP, and then it won't matter that we didn't. Oh no, a bunch of bad things happened that I didn't want to happen. Why? Why, Sea Snake? Why? Alright, here's what we're going to do this time. Attack, attack, attack. And you are going to cast Asuna. That was a crit. Don't get poisoned. Ah! Damn it. I wonder if I can run away from those things. I haven't tried. Okay, it's fine. Everybody's fine. Can you order one Asuna? Nope. It could probably AoE cure darkness. You need to be like one level higher than what the Asuna spell can cure to AoE cure with it, I believe. Another one of them little Final Fantasy mysteries. Them little Final Fantasy II secrets that they don't want you to know. Sakaguchi took it to his grave, boys. He's not dead yet, but he's never probably said that out loud either. So, in my book, that counts as taking it to your grave. Are you runawayable by chance? Just hit Gus. It's fine. Can't escape. It's fine. Nobody's upset that we're going to take a bunch of damage for no reason. Oh, Gus. The running Gus, as I call him. He was my last hope. Damn. As always, I underestimated the tenacity of sea monsters. Or monsters that live in the sea. When you say sea monster, you kind of conjure a specific mental image, now that I think about it. Those are some fat punches you were throwing out, Gus. Fat punches, Gus, as we called him. Once again, Fat Hands Gus. That'd be his pool handle. When he starts losing, he just crits the fucking table with his fists for 16 damage. And the very atoms that constructed the pool table are just obliterated. Gus's hands are so fat they can destroy things at the molecular level. Just like Claude Kenny's phase gun. Not a terrible fight. How close are we to being aimed right at the tropical island? Alright, we'll see it. In our periphery. I hope, yeah, there she is. The Jewel of the Sea. The tropical island. Legend says that a bunch of people went in there talking hot shit and then ran away to go heal. And buy more items. I'm like, I don't like this legend. Yeah, some of them legends are just lies. Legends and lies. Alright, we definitely can't afford to not be burning thunder. So that's what we're going to do. Gus is going to punch that boy. You are going to make sure that thing dies to Marie's thunder spell. Yes, sir. So they're just called killer. See, I'm remembering in the Origins version, when you first got the boat, you would keep getting attacked by these fish that I'm pretty sure the game called bolt fish. And they were like lightning elemental. So when you were like, hell yeah, water monsters, I'm going to cast AoE Thunder. Sakaguchi, just wherever he was, just started laughing. Because he knew he had gotten somebody so fucking good. We can't end the fight until Maria is no longer poisoned so that she can get stat ups. That's just the way it is. You missed yourself. It hurts. Alright, this time things are going to be different. Attack. Tell you what, I'm going to put y'all on double Asuna duty. I'm counting on you. Not effective. Wait, in battle, a level 1 Asuna might not be able to cure poison now that I'm thinking about it. Because it needs to be ranked 2. It's just that outside of battle, your Asuna gets like a 1 bonus rank. Have I mentioned recently how simple and uncomplicated Final Fantasy 2 is? There we go. Just keep your HP and your Vims and Vigors up, boys. A big fat Asuna's been thrown. God damn it. Why? Damn it, man. There's no reason a level 5 Asuna shouldn't cure poison in AoE. I mean, I know why, because of the way the magic system works, and he has weapons and armors and stuff, and it lowers his accuracy. Still doesn't stop me from being pissed off. None of this would matter if the characters could still gain stats at the end of the battle afterwards, but for some reason, Sakaguchi was like, no, this cannot be. Once again, I'm sure it's due to fucking 80s programming shenanigans, son. Hard to program when there's so much fucking cocaine wedged in between the keys of your keyboard, and in between the cheeks of the nearest hooker's ass. But it was the 80s. We shouldn't judge those people. Alright, fat cures. Not going to use a cabin yet. We just got here. They're 5,000 gil. God, we're having to burn all of Firian's fucking MP right to start with. Tell you what, Gus, why don't you cast a cure spell? How's that sound, huh? There, that's enough. My God. We ain't got to be pristine to just walk in here and loot shit. We're the heroes, damn it.